fue establecida hace 20 años con el objetivo de apoyar a los excombatientes del Comando Naval Elite del Ejército de Israel a reincorporarse a la vida civil después de un difícil servicio militar. Hace 3 años comenzamos en México, junto con organizaciones hermanas como Yahat de Manajayal, el Consejo Sionista y Karin A, a apoyar esta importante causa, la cual ha expandido sus horizontes para impactar positivamente a toda la sociedad israelí. Tenemos el honor de contar con la presencia de 2 excombatientes de la unidad: el almirante Rutberg, exsecretario de la Marina de Israel, quien después de 34 años de servir en el ejército israelí, decidió quitarse el uniforme militar para ponerse el uniforme de civil y seguir sirviendo al Estado judío. Contamos también con la presencia del CEO de la Fundación, el almirante coronel Rani Gil, quien sigue sirviendo como reservista. Ambos han sido parte de la historia del Estado de Israel, participando en operaciones especiales que algunas hoy son conocidas como Karin A, Fauda, Operación Moisés, y otras que nunca saldrán a la luz. Como judíos de la diáspora, la existencia del Estado de Israel nos brinda una seguridad, apoyo e identidad en donde quiera que estemos. La supervivencia del Estado judío a lo largo de los años ha sido complicada, como ustedes lo saben. En la historia reciente, desde la independencia, hemos pasado por muchas guerras y conflictos. Muchas de las misiones en guerra y entre guerras, dentro y sobre todo fuera de Israel, han sido llevadas a cabo por la que es conocida y considerada como la unidad más elite dentro del ejército israelí, Shayetet 13, los Navy SEALs de Israel. Por eso, nuestro compromiso por ellos y para ellos, de ayudarlos a llevar a cabo los programas de la Fundación Atalef, de la cual tenemos el honor de representar en México. Le pido al almirante Rutberg, exsecretario de la Marina, que tome la palabra. Ram.
Thank you very much. And a small question, if there is a option to open the light in the back, just to see each other, everybody in black and in the dark, and I like to see your eyes. I'm very, very exciting. I arrived here with my wife, Michal, a week ago almost. And I have to tell you something that it's a strong feeling about you, about your amazing community. I traveled a lot all over the world, and I saw a lot of Jewish communities in everywhere. But there is something that it's warm my heart to feel you, to know you, to get your association, and your feeling. You are very, very unique, very strong community, very warm community. My name is Rutberg, and I didn't understand the Spanish of Danny, but I heard Fauda and something like that, yeah? I was, 1 minute. I'm 55 years old. I was born in Moshav Fares. It's a village in the agriculture area. I was born as a farmer. I got all the values from my father and mother. Everybody, all the family, we used to work together in the fields, in order, to live together as a family. And this is my wife Michal. We married together it's because the tequila. 88. And Michal, you can raise your hand. And actually, we get to know each other in the same unit, in the 13th Flotilla unit. It was before the Me Too. But we married then. And this is my family, my daughter, my son-in-law, my second daughter. She's going to be married in May 14. Yeah, thank you very much. The grandsons, my son, and he's going to be my son-in-law in May 14. And this is my family. My core values, every time that I spent 34 of my last years in the military, and I fought everywhere, my core values, this is my core values. And thank you very much, and thank you, Michal. Now, I joined 82, I started my career. It was in the Army, Parachute Brigade, but I was in and out, Army and Navy. You can see everything. This is Benjamin Gantz, Benny Gantz. And as you can read it, actually, I was a team soldier, warrior, fighter in the unit, team commander, and later on, I climbed up. I was the commander of the, I will show a picture later on, of the van unit. As I catch here, you saw Fauda, unit that working undercover as an, I used to live as an Arabic for 2 years. It was tough days for Michal, my wife, because I wasn't actually at home. And later on, I became the 13th Flotilla commander, and I became the Navy commander, the Admiral Navy commander. I did it for the last 5 years. Actually, five years I was in this mission. Now, this is Fauda. A lot of people ask me. 2 years, I've been in the period of between 92 to 94, and I can tell you about the first season of Fauda from our side, the Israeli side. It's based on the truth story. Okay, it took us, the warriors, to catch the leader of the terrorist cell 1 and 7 months, actually, till the time that we took him down. But it was the first, from our side, it's based on the true story. And Leo and Avi Sakharov is the writer. They were under my command, my soldiers, and we fought together. And this is Fauda. If there is any question later on, and I can maybe will give you a tip about the third season. You have to see it. It's a great. Now, maybe you must all think that as a vice admiral, I will speak about strategic issue in the security staff of Israel. But actually, I decided to tell you a story. It's a true story about one of our operations in order to get know our fighters, our warriors, and to speak about the main issue that it's important for me. It's all about people. It's all about people, friendship, and trust. This is all about. And this is all about when we are speaking together and we are meeting together now. It's all about people, friendship, and trust. And especially between us, I will try in this story to tell the details and to share it with my feeling that I felt at that time. And actually, this story of the Karin A operation, it took place in the Red Sea in 2001, okay, 2001. And as I said, it's all about people and warriors, and this is all about, it's a family that actually, that never will be separated anymore. Once you are there and once you are part from this group, it's for life. Now, the plan actually was quite tough plan, and let's say it was on the border of the impossible in order to catch this vessel. We didn't plan actually to catch this vessel in the Red Sea. We came with a small commando boat, and in the Red Sea, the condition of the ocean, it's very difficult to sail with the small boats. And we came to this operation without any backup, no security team or secure team, no medical mean, and above of all this, we have been in the end of the fuel range of the small boats. And we decided, because of the mission, to make this operation. And actually, 36 hours before we started, we knew from advance, but we have just one shot in order to take it down, the vessel, to take over the vessel. One shot. And I remember actually the discussion with the Prime Minister at that time, Ariel Sharon, because each of these kind of operation, you get the order directly from the Prime Minister, okay? The defense minister was Shaul Mofaz. He was my commander in the Dovdevan unit. And I remember the eyes of Ariel Sharon. He told me, try to take over this vessel. Don't lose any of your soldiers. Bring back all the soldiers live to the state of Israel. I remember it. It was very, very difficult, to plan it because the sea condition, but that's what we did. We knew from advance that every mistake in the field, it can be very, very critical in order to reach the mission. Our mission, it was to locate and take over the vessel that's smuggling a huge amount of weapons to the Gaza Strip. The Iranian plan was to do it through the Suez Canal, through the Red Sea and to Suez Canal. Okay, we are speaking about, up there is the state of Israel, okay, in the right side of the Red Sea. And the route was between the coastline of Saudi, Egypt and Sudan, Saudi Arabia, Egypt and Sudan, and we set a maritime ambush on the route of this area. We knew that the execution have to be very, very accurate and unexpected in order to catch the vessel before one of the crew members will send kind of a distress call. It's a maritime SOS and start shooting at us. We want to do it silently. Once we plan to take over the vessel, we had to transfer it secretly through the Tiran Strait toward Eilat and prevent intervention from the Saudi and the Egyptian. Okay, this was part of our threat. Then, no, not yet. Once we came very, very close, I remember it quite clear. It was 4 o'clock in the morning, a.m. You know what is Choshech Mitzrayim? It was a pitch blank, Choshech Mitzrayim. You can touch the darkness in your finger end. Choshech Mitzrayim. It was so difficult to sail, to steer, so we had to sail very close one each other, very close. And we knew that it's 4 o'clock. We have to take over the vessel before the sunrise that were expected an hour or so, kind of. This was one of the challenges. We planned to come in 2 ways. One of the groups coming with the small boats, and their mission was to sneak the vessel from the small commando boats and climb up with a small ladder, very thin ladder. And the other group, the plan was to come in with a helicopter and sneak down with a rope from the helicopter. This was the plan. And actually, that's what we did. All the warriors, because we are coming from everything it's on the ocean, it's in move, okay? The vessel sail, we are in move, the helicopter, and every soldier, everybody, we knew it, even me, everybody. Every mistake, error, or fault can be deadly for the warriors, because once you are fall down to the water, it's done. And we knew it, but this is our business in order to take down this vessel. Now, I have to speak about the warriors. While we advance and we look for this vessel, I remember, and I have a lot of thoughts and image about my warriors. I remember and I know every one of my single warriors in this operation and at all. We were 76. One of them was Dani Agari. Dani Agari today, he was at that time young officer. Today is the Naval Commando Unit. Tal was a young officer, the same team of Dani Agari. He was the commander before. Dani Agari, the commander of the unit. He was a young officer that used to live in a settlement in Gaza Strip. This is Tal. Sasson, a warrior that used to live in a very tough and poor neighborhood. Moran Vardi, rest in peace. A few months later, he was killed, unfortunately. He used to spend 1 year before the military, before he joined to the unit, to volunteer 1 year with a youth at risk. Alex, a warrior that came from Russia, made Aliyah from Russia with his family just 8 years before. Barak, another warrior that gave up on his career as an excellent athlete and joined the unit. Every warrior had his own story, like everybody. But together, this is the Shayetet 13, this is the SEALs unit, the family unit. This is all about everybody that came from its own story, but together, this is the very best unit in the IDF. And this is all about. Now back to the mission just. We try to, at that time, to locate the vessel. There is dozens of vessels that used to go north and south, and we catch it somewhere in the Red Sea. It's written somewhere here in the middle. While we sail, it was very, very difficult at that time to observe the area, and we didn't want that anybody identified us. Okay, to understand that we are there as an Israeli commando unit, and we camouflage ourselves. I will not explain how, but we camouflage ourselves to look like one of the vessels, the commercial vessels. Okay, and I remember it quite well. While we are doing it, we are reaching, try to locate our vessel. And in the last moment, we came very close to another merchant ship, and suddenly we came under our vessel target. We are very close one each other, 1,000 yards back. We couldn't identify the name that we look for on the stern of the vessel. 700 yards, we didn't recognize yet, and we have just one shot. We have to be 100% sure that this is the right vessel. 500 yards, we get the name. I saw the name, I confirmed it. It was the Karin A, our target. I looked, last look on the warriors' eyes. They were ready. Everybody were ready. I gave the order, go, 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 and they went they go to the target. Now the time is critical. Everybody is moved now. There were 2 observers from the crew members of the ship out of the bridge. You will see it immediately. 2 of them observed the area. Everybody moved. The vessels, two group of vessels came from the 2 sides of the vessels, okay, the merchant ship, because this is our way to climb up. The helicopters, they are circling very, very close area, the helicopters. Now we are starting to climb it from the 2 sides. One of the observers, he heard something. I'm quite sure that he felt something, he heard something, maybe we'll discover. And we are climbing now in order to catch and to reach the main deck of the vessel. This is the target now, to reach the main deck. The observer go down in the exterior stairs and our warriors take him down, silently. They didn't shoot him. Okay, just take him down. I gave the order to the helicopter to come and to enter to the vessel. Now we have 30 seconds. That's we have 30 seconds once the helicopter is going to be above the target. We're gathering the 2 groups of warriors from the both sides of the bridge. We are climbing up, and suddenly the captain goes out of the deck and look for the other guys that went down to the main deck. And our guys from the both sides, they catch him and take over the bridge. Now the helicopters glides down, the 2 groups of warriors, and immediately they go down to the engine room and catch the mechanic. And later on, all the other warriors catch the other, the group members while they were asleep in their beds. No shots were fired. We take it silently. I will show you a short movie about it. It's a real-time movie. Okay? This is the vessel, and this is our small boats. Okay? From the two sides. Okay? This is one of the vessels, and the other side there is another vessel. I will show it twice. This is our warriors that climb from the vessel. From the both sides, we are starting to climb up. This is the observer, the two guys. The mechanic, there is no sound. Okay. We are speaking together now. I'm giving him a real-time information to the people on the board. Now we are taking him. It's a vision night, okay, night vision. It's a thermical camera. I will show it twice. To show it twice? This is our warrior, this is the captain. The helicopters got clear to go inside.
רם קיבל. אגרי, קיבלת? יפה מאוד.
Okay. Did you catch it? It's okay? Okay. Now, no, sorry. Wait, one second. Now we have the ship hour under command, and we are starting to go back. Actually, for the people that operate the small boats, it is going to be nightmare. It was 3 days of survival sail toward Israel against the high waves in the ocean. 3 days they were totally wet, and they succeeded to reach the soil of Israel just because of brotherhood, determination, trust, support one each other, but it was nightmare, really. And I salute for these guys that succeeded to reach back to Israel. I didn't know it. It was a bravest how they did it. I was on the Karin A vessel, and we sent them. Now it's a small boat in the big ocean. It was quite tough, and the commander that led them, it was, as I mentioned, Barak. He was a brave guy, and he succeeded to hold all the team, not lose anybody in the vessel or otherwise, and to bring them back to Eilat port. And actually, the mission is not over yet. We didn't find the weapons. Actually, we have to find it. This is the mission. We start looking inside the vessel, but we didn't find the weapons. Not even a pistol. None. I was embarrassed a little bit because, you know, maybe we missed the boat. It's not the right boat. Maybe we did mistake. And we have just one shot, and I know that it's a huge mess. We didn't find anything. And the chief of staff and the Navy commander, they were hovering over us with special airplanes. I didn't know what to report them, to say, hey, we don't find anything, you know. It's embarrassed, really. But we took the captain and we investigated in our ways. And after a few minutes, he showed us where all the weapons. And actually, under a huge camouflage, we found 84 small containers with all the weapons inside. And now we got it, now we made it, and now we are in the back home to the soil of Israel. Now, I report to the chief of staff, and I remember my feeling at that time because I was exciting, and this success was kind of a, light of a beam of a light, just small light in the one of the darkness Israeli time. It was the Second Intifada in Israel. A lot of suicide bombers attacked restaurants and movie theater. A lot of explosion buses all over the state of Israel. Every morning, the newspaper show women, children, elderly that were killed on the streets. Thousands, more than thousands were killed, more than thousands were injured. There is a lot of people that remaining disabled. And our goal, our mission as the Navy SEALs in the IDF is to go and find all these terrorist cells, to go to the very, very hostile environments in order to locate them and take them down, to kill them, whatever. We try to do it before they strike, all the suicide bombers. It was tough time. We, the unit, at that time lost 6 of our friends, our officers, soldiers, our friends, 6. But this is actually was our mission. And if it's okay to share with you last moment that it was very, very emotional moment for me in the Karin A. After we took over the vessel, 2 warriors that come from 2 different teams, they brought me the Israeli flag. And I don't know how they felt the historical moment of this operation. I was so, as a commander in the details. And they brought me the Israeli flag, 2 different warriors, one that came from the helicopters and one from the people that climbed from the small boats. And they asked me very naturally if they can raise the flags on the top of the mast of the vessel. I was shocked. Immediately I said yes, and after we crossed the Tiran Strait toward Eilat, we were safe, we made kind of a ceremony. We raised the flag and salute. It was a so emotional moment. Later on, this is my way, I hugged my warriors, I wiped my tears, and we knew everybody that we saved a lot of people, but the flags on the top of the mast of this death boat, vessel, we knew that we saved a lot of Israeli citizens in the state of Israel. I will show you this kind of a moment. This is all the camouflage. This is the camouflage, okay? on the ship. And this is the warrior. This is the warrior that's walking. This is the exhibition later on in Eilat port. All the cannon, the missiles, the rockets. I'm sorry. Sorry. It's a Sagar missile. And this is the flag on the top of the mast. And actually, this intimate relationship between the warrior is the deep bond commitment between one each other. It's a feeling and relationship that will last forever. It will last forever between. Will last forever, actually, between the warriors and the family that lost their sons in action in battlefields, and between the relationship between the warriors and the wounded fighters that will stay disabled for their life. And this relationship, it's our commitment. It's a commitment for the state of Israel and between friends. And actually these values, this is meant to be in the SEALs unit, in the Atalef units, and all these values, it's the values that we in the Atalef Foundation carried on as the main values between us. Now, I really want to thank you about sharing with me this talking. Is the first time that I show it in this way, and it seems to me that all of us, our commitment is to know how to protect with all these values the state of Israel, the security of Israel, the economic of Israel, and the society of Israel. And once we are sharing here all the values together, is the relationship between us and you. And thank you very much to share it with me. Thank you.